first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On play action, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. They'll run on first down. Thompson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Ingram. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Running right, this is Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. There he goes, right side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of...
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Ravens on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, it's Ingram. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On second down, Ingram. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Caught right side at Snead. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 21 yards there on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. Oh, jumping over. There goes Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 29 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Check.
Jackson now. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Switch up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're running. Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. As the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set. Touchdown. I'm coming for you, man.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He's been quiet today in the pass. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 33 yards. And the interception by the Redskins. D leads to a touchdown. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Right here, right here.
Here's Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On the crossing route, complete. That's Richardson. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Thompson. And able to work his way down to the 16. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
You must be dreaming.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Finds Roberts left side. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw, Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Haskins going to try to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
41's coming. 41's a mark.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on second down. Jackson now a desperation throw deep down. And now here is another interception. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what?